Hello, and welcome to episode of Todd Talks. When Todd Talks, people listen. Do you know what happens to an avatar that gets struck in the head by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else. Hopefully. Well, I mean, there are probably a few exceptions. But today, we are here to talk about the death battle that just happened between Korra and Storm. And as just about everyone predicted, Storm won. Yes. Oh, this was actually a matchup that I know a lot of people were angry about because it's technically a stomp, but like they're just some matchups you got to have, even though they're stomps. It's just the way they are. And this one was absolutely that, but still rather fun in its own right. In fact, right now, I'm actually going to put this in my top 5 of the season. Obviously, we still have a few more matchups to go, but I'm thinking this is up there and with which is surprising because it's a 2D battle, and usually the 3D ones majorly outclassed with, but not this time. Not this time. So let's see. I do appreciate Death Battle really diving into the abilities of these characters. Now, I will say that one of the things they did for Korra, which was the lightning dodge, I know why they did that with Amon because she did beat Amon, but I don't think they never showed like Korra herself dodging the lightning, and then they go like, oh yeah, Iroh dodged actual lightning from the sky, and like, but that's Iroh, that's not Korra. Anyway, but even with that, her being as fast as lightning, at least it didn't give her the redirect technique. So, that was cool. And then but then Storm being faster, technically light speed, but also just like 20 times faster. That I didn't know about that atmosphere feat. That was pretty cool. Um, I'm glad that they talked about how Korra, even though she's so powerful, like half of her story is that she had to overcome her own insecurities about being the Avatar. That was pretty cool. And yes, I noticed the whole likes Asami thing. Aha, aha, funny. You notice they didn't put hates. They should have put like hate season 2, but they did do the season 2 dig. That I absolutely appreciate. It's like we don't. Whereas I told you we don't talk about season 2. The one was cool. I actually had mixed feelings on one, but that's another podcast entirely. Oh gosh. But yeah, I love the breakdowns of both of them, even though technically they did do one error on Storm's part. I want to get to it really quick. They said that Storm can't manipulate fire or earth. That's technically incorrect. I actually mentioned this in my preview video. Storm has the ability to technically move the earth around, uh, and she has in the past where she's caused earthquakes and actually moved lava. I found that in various sources, but maybe they didn't see it as like a pure manipulation, or as she was using the other elements to create that, so that was fine. Um, I'm glad that they acknowledged that there were just so many ways that she could easily overpower Korra, and including like the siege to the head, or the taking out the air from the lungs. I probably because of the timing of it, they didn't do the whole electrified punch to the. I really love that family. You really gotta look it up. It was again, it's her versus Callisto. Look up the Crucible, and she just electrifies her fist and totally stops the heart. So that was pretty cool. But she had so many ways to make this end, and yet in the fight they really really emphasized that Korra is incredibly powerful and witty and able to go. And there were some times, there were like 2 spots where I thought for sure that they were going to try and pull a Korra wins, but then I was like, they can't. Their Storm's just too powerful. Thankfully, that was the case. Like for example, when if you don't get that reference from okay, let's just talk about the fight now. The fight was really fun. I loved the animation. They made custom sprites for Korra and Storm, which was very important for various reasons. But also classic 90s X-Men animated series look, loved it. But if you didn't catch that reference of the spirit world where Storm falls into the fog, that's a reference to season 3, I believe. Yeah, season 3. There is an area in the spirit world that's kind of a prison for lost souls, and you have to overcome your own, insecurities to get out of it. Tenzin, Aang's son, actually fell into that and then found his daughter who had also been lost in there. And so everything that Storm was hearing was, all the spirit world trying to, trap her in a prison, but no one traps that queen in a prison. Could we just call this episode hashtag Queens? Yeah, like that should be the hashtag of this episode. But like that was what was going on there, and then of course we saw like all the lots of dead characters that were trapped in the spirit world. That was beautiful. So funny. Um, yeah, I actually liked that they. I was okay. I'm 50-50 on them going into the spirit world because we technically did that kind of with Poe Iron Fist, but I know that they were just trying to show the various worlds of Avatar, and I appreciate that. Um, but I was a little uncertain about that, and then of course they had to have the Sato Mobile cars to give Korra some metal bending because Korra or Storm doesn't really have anything on her that's metal. It's maybe like a belt buckle, which could technically kill her, but let's be honest, it probably wouldn't work. It's Storm, hashtag Queen, So the fight was really fun. I love how they handle like the Avatar state, the elements. Obviously, the elements were the big thing here because if you can't make the elements look good, then what are you doing? And they did a lot of references to both their abilities and the past, like when Korra was trapped in the orb of ice and then she went full Aang / Rava to go in there. That was really cool. Um, and then Storm with the bullet, the lightning bullet to the brain. That was awesome. I know who you are, Spirit of Storms. Yes, exactly. So yeah, it was a really fun fight. I do wish they had done a little more one-liners with Storm, but we did get to see like her character, so that was really fun. Like I said, Korra means the world to me, but Storm had this in the bag, and she like Storm said, Korra fought nobly, but this the chance for victory was just struck down. All right. Good episode. I'm definitely gonna watch it again later today. All right, so next up we have the highly anticipated matchup that fan bases have been talking about for a while. Like this was actually a 1 minute melee that never really got answered for whatever reason. It is Madara from Naruto versus Aizen from Bleach. Now we've already had Naruto versus Bleach in the past with, of course, Naruto Ishigo, and actually, but side note, I actually got to meet Johnny Young Bosch, who voiced Ishigo once again for that death battle, and he loved doing it. And you know why he did it? For the fans. He did it for you, the fans, because he knew you guys would appreciate it. Totally cool guy. Anyway, so we got that one. So you might think, well, wait a minute, if Naruto can beat Madara, the Madara could obviously beat Aizen. Well, hold on. I don't know. I really don't know. I've heard so many things about, this matchup and the power levels and what these guys bring to the table. And I can honestly say, I've never watched Naruto. I've never watched Bleach. Not even one episode of either. So my exposure to Naruto has honestly been through Death Battle. And I still don't want to watch it. So I don't know who's going to win. This is going to be insane. And of course, that means that the season finale is still unknown. Glad to see you, Con. So we hope. We all hope. So yes, be ready next week because I will be diving into Madara Aizen, and I have no idea how I'm going to do on this one because with these two insane animes, the sky is literally the limit on the insanity that might follow. So be ready for that. And with that, I end this episode of Todd Talk. What did you think of Korra versus Storm? Did you like the animation? Are you glad with the result and the death? What do you think about Madara Aizen? Let me know in the comments below. And have a happy Thanksgiving. Okay, everybody? So, I thank you for watching. If you made this far, I know you were listening. And I'll see you around.